Now let's assign our digital tokens to component manufacturers, giving them permission to make and sell their components in our supply chain. Return to the portal homepage at blockchain.securemarking.com. Under Transfer Asset, click on Authority to Component Manufacturer. Select the plus sign and choose an asset from the list to transfer. Once the asset has been selected, we'll choose a component manufacturer to assign it to. In this case, we're assigning it to QMD Technologies. Select Transfer Assets, and that transaction is now recorded to the blockchain. Select OK, and click the checkbox to confirm. Now we can go to the transaction history and see that that transaction has been added to the blockchain. We'll return home, and now the component manufacturer will update the information for that SEC mark. We'll add a variety of descriptive information here, including a 15-digit product identification number. One of the fields is the assembly ID. This is the assembly that the component is expected to be put on once it's sold to an integrator. Once we've added the information, click the checkbox, and that information will be added to the blockchain as a new transaction. Click on OK to confirm, and on the checkbox. Now we can go back to the transaction history, and we see that those updates were added to the blockchain. Next, the component manufacturer will sell a component to an integrator. Make sure that we're logged in as QMD Technologies. Let's select an asset to transfer. And we'll select the integrator that we're going to sell it to. Let's choose Hewlett-Packard Corporation. Click on Transfer Asset. Click OK to confirm, then the checkbox, and let's go back to the transaction history and make sure that that was added to the blockchain. The component manufacturer can update some of the information about a component. Let's make sure that we're logged in as Hewlett-Packard Corporation, and let's see what information we can update. In this case, we can add additional information to the assembly ID, but we can't change any of the other information about the product's history. We'll record that information to the blockchain, click OK and the check mark, and we'll go back to the transaction history to confirm that that new information has been added as a characteristic of the component. Now the integrator will sell its product to the Department of Defense. Choose Hewlett-Packard Corporation. Select the product to sell. And let's select the Air Force as our Department of Defense customer. Click Transfer Asset. Click on OK, and click the checkbox. Now we can go back to the transaction history, and we'll see that that transfer has been made. The Air Force needs to assign that product to one of its pieces of equipment. Make sure we're logged in as the Air Force. Select the product to assign, and now we'll choose a piece of equipment. In this case, we're choosing an airplane. We'll transfer the asset. Select OK. Hit the check mark, and we'll go back to the transaction history to confirm the transaction. So we just took a component the whole way through a supply chain, from the integrator to the piece of equipment that it will be used on, and we tracked each step along the way using the blockchain.